Hi everybody, this is Sherry from Share Bear Cottage. How are you doing? Hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be doing our CW Planner, our Monday CW Planner number 3. So for number 3, let's take it off our pad right here. It says we need something fast. Lace, a portion, a photo, or an illustration, a game piece, a ledger paper, text in a foreign language, and the bonus is something lavender. So that sounds like fun, right? Okay, so I've gathered some things. Let's look at number 2. I don't think I really added anything extra on number 2 that I didn't have on there before. I love the way it turned out. And except this piece of lace, I might, because I have to have some lace. So I put some lace there. This is a little pocket here. Well, it is a pocket, and it'll hold, something like that. Or a little tag or something. What do we got here? Is this a tag? This isn't a tag, but it'll hold a tag. And then we have number 3 for 2022. As you can see, I've gone ahead and I've put a background on. Let's put it a little closer so you can see what it looks like. It's blue, kind of rough with gesso, and I think it turned out great. I love it. Okay, so it's prepared. So now for us to begin. All right. Let's start with the biggest items first, and I would think that this would be maybe this ledger sheet. I'm not going to use the whole thing. I'm just going to use a piece of it. Maybe I'll use another piece. I don't know. I'm going to tear the edges because this is a newer piece of ledger. In other words, it's not vintage, but I'm going to leave it the ledger debt distribution on there. The back side says bank account and credit distribution. Distribution. Yeah, it says that. And I'm going to ink this up with vintage photo. Oh, well, maybe, do I want to use vintage photo or do I want to use, I might want to use walnut. I'm going to use walnut. Okay. So, it's raining a little bit outside. I just, checked it out, and it's so nice. I love the rain. I should live somewhere where it rains more. Any of you stuck in that snowstorm that's, from the mid United States back, to what? All the way up the coast, I think, to Maine. I think there's a horrible... I'm going to put this down here, and I'm going to make it a pocket. Yeah. Let's do that right now. I'm going to use my Tombow. And Tombow works great. Works on paper, works on lace, works on, so many things. Make a small line close to the edge, not to use up so much real estate in your pocket. Yep, just like that. And I'm going to put it here. And I am not going to put a, I am not going to put a thumb hole in here. In fact, what I'll probably do when I put this in here when I'm done with it. All right, there we got that. And I'm thinking, I might put this little heart on here. I kind of like it. I pulled it out of some old stuff that I was going through. which I'm going through, constantly going through. And I'm going to put, let's see, let's just do half the heart and can make it a little tiny pocket. Yeah, we can. Okay. We can put this, should we put it this way? This way? This way. Just like that. Okay, where's my, I have to get another one. I thought I had some dry ones around here. Oh, here's one. Oh, this is Kleenex, but it'll work. There we go. I'll put a couple of these out here to dry them out. Then I'll have a wet one. Okay, got that in there. So that's our ledger paper. And text in a foreign language. I have some of this. I have colored it gold, but it is a foreign language. You know what? I'm going to put this on first because it's big. This is something fast. Snow play. Well, it's not going to, I don't know. Let's see. I don't want to cut this off. Well, shoot. I'm going to do this. I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm going to do this. Put this down, and then I'll put this up here like that. Yeah, that's good. I think it's funny. You can see her feet, but then you can see somebody else's feet back there that's crashed. Okay. Snow play. Let's use our ooh-hoo. Ooh-hoo. Need a book. Glue book. All right. I don't want to highlight this because I want the blue to kind of take over. Snow play. You know, I want to move it over more. Whew. You got to make up your mind about these things. Can you see me? Barely, huh? I need to keep checking that every time. And then, ooh, kind of wrinkles up magazine paper. It doesn't like it. Or maybe the paper doesn't like the ooh-hoo. We don't know. Right, like this. That looks like so much fun, doesn't it? Yeah, it does to me. All right, let's put the cover on that, put that aside. Now, what do we have? Love that, love that. I'm going to turn my candle on. So tonight, it is Monday evening, you know, just before dinner. I am going to make myself some grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup. Cream of tomato soup for dinner. Sounds so good when it's raining. All right, I'm going to put some of this like over here. Oop. Put some of this like over here. Maybe like that. What else have we got on our list? A game piece. Where's my game piece? I got a couple game pieces. Here's one. Here's the other one. Okay. Text in foreign language, so we can put that down, and something lavender and lace. All right. So I want to put this one here. This is curly, so I'm going to use the wet glue on it. Oh. There. Okay. And now, with this one, I don't know where I want to put that one yet. Let's put some ink on this. These pieces don't go together, they're just together. They don't like go together, you know. They're just together. I don't know if I should even pretend. I think I'll just put them as a couple over here. Got some lace. Put some lace down. I could do that first. I don't know. Might want some over here. Okay. Okay. And where do we want to put these guys? Over here. With a little bit of lace. Do we want to put them on some lace? I'm not feeling very creative right this second. I don't know why, just am not. I'm glad I did the background the other day because it turned out awesome. And I guess I was feeling more creative that day. You know, this is something, you know, when you do things like this, it's something that you just can't force. You know, you just can't force it. And so if it comes out rotten, you know, it just comes out rotten, and you know how you felt that day, and you just go on. Because the next one will probably be fabulous. That's how I do it anyway. I think I'll put one going this way. And the other one going the other way. I hope this holds. I have a lot of pucker there on my lace. But those would be like holding hands, or they're going shoulder to shoulder there. How's that? Yeah, and I want to highlight around too. Gee, I think I should put clothespin. Clothespin might be good on these. I have another one, clothespin. Well, I have a little clip like this. This will work. Oh, there. All right. Now, we have something fast. Lace. Game piece, ledger paper, foreign language, and something lavender. Well, I'm going to make this big lavender bow. I hope. I hope I can make it nice. You'll see. Someone showed me how to do these bows like this one time, and it turned out pretty good, so I thought I'd try it. This is the prettiest lavender. It's silk. Satin? It's satin. Yeah. This one. This one. There, like that. Isn't that pretty? I like it. I don't know what we'll have to get a picture of something. Maybe one of the Holtz pictures. Let's get one of those. I have them right here. I'll put some people in here. Since it looks snowy, I don't think it's conducive to butterflies or roses or flowers, because the background looks real icy. Let's see what we can find here. Well, here's a little girl. She might be able to sit on something. And what do we want here? Maybe him. She's saluting. He's sitting. I like these two guys. Oh, I like the sisters too. Which one? The lacy one. Okay, whoop. Let's see what we can pick out of those ones. I have smaller ones too, but I'm going to use these big ones. All right. Let's put this guy right here like this. You know, we can draw a shelf on here. Let's draw a shelf on here for him. It's wet. I'll have to do it better when it dries. But yeah, we'll make a shelf here for him. I'll go over it in ink, but I can't do it right now. So he'll be kind of like this. We'll have to move the shelf up. Well, I'll make a shelf for him. I don't want to ruin his feet. We don't want him to lose his feet. Okay. There we go. Right. We have this little girl. She can sit over here. Like that. We have these two guys. Is that too many people? Probably, huh? Probably too many people. And my bow feels too big. It feels like it's getting bigger as it sits there. Oh, goodness. Whoops. I thought I just pulled that. Make it smaller. Like that. Okay, I'm going to cut this off. see. I will cut it there, and then cut it here. That. And then cut it here. I'm glad they wanted something lavender because this is such pretty fabric. I mean, I believe it was fabric and not just bow. So I'm going to put this down right about there. Put it there. Put it there. There. See, I pulled some material out and I thought, oh, that's lavender. And I looked at it and go, no, that is pink and gray with a little purple on it. Isn't that weird how that gives you the impression of lavender? Strange. Okay, I think that will stay once it dries. And these guys are too big, so I can't use them. These guys, I don't know. I kind of like this little girl just sitting here like that. And not these guys. So what can we put here? More lace. We have more lace. Let's see, what do we got? He wants to get up and go. Yeah, he sees her in the snow, he wants to go. Okay. I'm going to put her here. Okay, guys, help me. What do we want to put on here? I don't hear you. Talk a little louder. There we go. Let her sit right there. She looks cute. We could make her little bow on her head lavender. You want to do that? I got some watercolors right here. Okay, let's see. Have anything in here we want to use? What is this? Do you want a little piece of lace down here? A little piece of, I don't know. Maybe something not quite so fluffy. There's a nice piece of lace. Put that there. A little lavender there. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, we have some washi tape. Have some washi tape here. See if we got some bigger. Oh, that's blue. Kind of on the blue side. Let's cut. Oh, You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to go to the sewing machine and I'm going to sew this on and I'm going to put it right here. So I'm going to put you on pause. All right, so while I was over by the sewing machine, I found some of these, so that purple, and I'm going to put this here like this. Oh, I put a piece of washi tape here, and I've got some more, you know, that I want to put. And I thought I might put this little guy right here. But he needs a button or something on him, something big enough to cover up that center. That probably would work. Here's some buttons. Let's see what we got. A white button would be better on there. If I can get the baggie open. What about this pearl one? Well, there's this one. This is a big one. It would work. I'm going to put that on there. That's a vintage button. Okay. And let's put that guy down. All right. Just like that. This vintage button here. Normally I like to, you know, sew on my buttons before I put them down, but I didn't do that this time. Yeah, I'm just going to put this little lace right here, and I'll put some of these on it and fix it so it's not on her face. Yeah, I can do that with this. And I can still get in the pocket. Whoa, that thing just ran after me, didn't it? Okay, put this down like this. And I have some more, there we go. And I have some more washi tape that I want to put on. Oop. So this one, oh, didn't want to come out. There we go. You can put a little heart in there. That might look cute. So I'm going to put 3 hearts here. I probably should put glue on these first. Three hearts. Move this guy over. Shouldn't move these once you put them down. And then this one, I think I'll put over here. Right on the button. Okay. I don't know how many minutes we got here. We're at 29 minutes. Doing good. We're doing good. Let's get some. Let's get a brush pen out here. That is in the lavender group. Whoa. Oh dear, there went the water one. Let's see, maybe like this one. Can you see what I'm doing here? I didn't want to move all this stuff. They're a little curly. I hope they straighten out once I close the book. Let's put a little lavender around her sleeves. There we go. How does that look? Pretty good? All right, let's see if I can get the... Oh, I can't get the water one. I'll have to get it after the video. All right, so let's put these guys away. I wonder if I have any lavender ink. I would like to know. Where else do we want these? Anywhere? I don't think so. She looks cute with a little lavender on her head and her sleeves. All right, let's put the rest of the washi tape on. I'm going to put here, maybe over here. This is washi tape that's like little tickets. And I'm going to cut them apart. There's one. Okay. And these two are little. And this is a long one. Oh no, I see. And this one down here says Elvis. This one here, I think it stops right there. It's a small one here. And then we'll put this one here. He's like a traveling dude. Yeah. Okay. Well, what do we think? Do we think we like that? Do we? I think I would like to have a pearl right here. Right there. Oop. Looks cute. Are we happy? I think we're happy. Okay, let's see what we got. We have something fast, lace, a photo or illustration, game piece, I put 2, ledger paper, text in foreign language, and lavender. We got it. And it can go right here in this pocket. There we go. Right there. Okay. Sure hope that this one's starting to straighten out, so this one should also. Okay, now I want to do the edges. I was hoping I had some. Let's cover up this ink though. I'm always sorry if I don't close my ink. Just a little tip from experience. Let's see if I have some lavender in here. Oh, it looks like I have some right here. It's like lilac. Looks like it will work. What else do we have? Oh, we have something here called violet. Maybe that'd be better. let's see how it'll work. Yep, that's pretty much it for purple or, you know, violet or lavender. Oh man, I hate it when I take something out and I can't get it back in there. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Oh, that's not so bad. It looks really mean in the... This one looks more like plum to me. Yeah, this one won't work. But that one will. So, this aside, we're going to use one of our little sponges here. Okay. And I'm just going to go right around the edge. I know a lot of people just use that like that, but you know, I don't like the way it looks when you do that. It looks like you've done that, and so I don't want to do that way. Well, hi, Pumpkin. My little pumpkin came in here. He's underneath my feet. How's your pumpkin doing? Did you eat your food? I've been having such a time with him and his food. Oh my gosh. It's just like murder sometimes to get him to eat. I actually have to starve him a little bit before he'll eat his food. And I've tried so many different foods. And I'll tell you what, they are not cheap at all. You see what I'm doing? I'm just putting some stuff on the edges there. Yeah, this color is nice. It goes nice with the background even. Yeah, I like it a lot. Down here. Liking it, liking it. Are you liking it? There. That'll be smashed down. So I think we can call it a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like a wrap to me. So we have everything that we needed in here. Whoops, this guy's sliding around. Should probably put the clip on there till it dries. And this beautiful satin lavender ribbon. Got that in here. A little heart that needs a little tiny tag. Where's that? Oh, here. Maybe we can put this in there. A little heart needs a little tiny tag. Yeah, let's just put that in there. That's cute. We'll even put a hole in it. Well, no. That's buried over there. Put that little tag there. We've got our little list there. I think we're going to call that a wrap. And so I hope you like the way that turned out. It's different, but I think it turned out cute. I might put a couple more pieces of this little ticket washi tape here. Fill in, and we're done. So thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Wednesday we do our Boho Daydreams challenge. It's called BDD, hashtag BDD. It's a lot of fun. It's way out of my comfort zone, but I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I think it's splashing over into my regular CW planner, I think. It's in my mind, so, you know, I'm thinking about it all the time. So I wish you a good day, and bye-bye.